Hey there, sheepdoggers, and welcome to Frostpunk, the game, the play. We're doing the play of it. Okay, so I've done a first look tutorial and gameplay. It was a lot of fun. If you reach peak discontent, people give you an ultimatum. If you fail, it will be the... Oh, that's nice. Okay, so you don't just out and out lose, which is something I was actually a little bit worried about playing the game, but it seems like that's not completely how things will go. Good. So I played about an hour of this already for my first look tutorial and gameplay. I had a lot of fun with it. I think I've seen a couple of pitfalls that can happen fairly quickly, so we'll see how we do this time. But I'll be quiet for the intro again.
Cold world.
So,
No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow.
the FPS is taking a huge dip, and I don't know why.
Our last traces
What the hell?
of humanity.
I don't know why the FPS has dipped. What the hell is going on? Okay, let's skip this. Skip, please. Skip. Okay, this is the game being weird.
We bid
Come on, please.
farewell
Skip
to
it.
plenty.
Okay.
And for those who
There we go. No idea what that was. That was extremely bizarre. Okay, let's say it this way, guys. If you would like to see the intro for this, just go watch the first couple of minutes of my first look tutorial and gameplay. Link to that video will be at the end of this video. So, there you go. Yeah, I got no idea what that was. Anyway, basically, it's talking about how they left England and London and they headed north. Apparently, something's happened in the south. I think, like, super volcanoes or something. I don't know. The sun's been, like, hidden, or so. The only way... I don't exactly understand it, but I'm sure we'll find out as time goes on. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. We have to survive. And here we come in on just such a beautiful little scene. I love this look. Okay, interesting. So it starts paused, that's good. So the first thing we have to do is we have to get the coal in. You see coal is here. We have to get the coal in to start powering the generator, which will give us heat. You can see heat here. There's no heat yet, the generator is turned off. But we also want to get some other things. Now, what we could do... is we could send these guys out, you know, like we can put 15 on the steel wreckage, for example. I'm not a massive, like, I think that's good. Which one's closest? Probably this one. So we'll put 15 on this coal pile. They will go, there's 500 coal available, they will go and they will extract coal. Now, what I think would be a really good idea is if we also put a gathering post here. Now, what the gathering post does is, put it there, and then as long as we can build the street, which I'm pretty sure we can. There we go. So what they'll do is they'll build the street going up to here, and then they'll build this gathering post, and this gathering post will collect from all of these. It's a little bit cold, so it's not perfect, but I think it's a good idea. We could also put a gathering post up here as well, which is interesting. So let's put some guys on the coal pile. Put some guys on the wood crates. We don't need steel as much. Do we have enough to put? We'll put 5 on. We'll put 10 on the steel pile. 5 engineers as well. Okay. Now we don't have that much else. We have the stockpiles, and we need. One thing we learned is that we need houses quite quickly. Otherwise, people start getting sick. Weirdly enough. So for now, let's unpause, because we need to get the coal and get some wood to start building stuff. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. And we should have people wandering out to get this steel and this wood and to build this and the street as well. Wow, look, like literally everyone's going over. Did I? So I've got all of these people here. The really cool thing is once you like dig out this coal, it will disappear, and you'll just be like, no more coal, and then the snow will cover it up, which I think is kind of cool. So one thing I do, did I set people onto this? No, I didn't. I set people onto this. I guess are they walking up here and then they're gonna walk sideways? That's okay. Sure. So we want this built as soon as possible so we can stick some people on that. And they are building the street. There we go. So the street now comes along this way. That's cool how they like walk up there and everything. So these videos are going to be, let's make these videos 30 minutes long. I always think 30 minutes is a good length of time for this kind of thing. And what the other thing we need to keep an eye on is we need tents. I guess we only had enough for 1 tent. There we go. We're out of wood. That's fine. We'll be gathering more wood as time goes on. So hopefully we'll get enough wood. There's not that much wood in there. Okay. Now, some of the things I've noticed in this game, there's certain things that are become very, very important very quickly, and one of them is food. I was noticing that food was quickly becoming an issue. Now, this seems silly, the way they're walking, but it's fine, I guess. Yeah. This has been built, and we'll just put the max. We'll put the engineers on that for now. Building the homes building the homes is important, but for now we want to max out our gathering of everything. They can sleep one night, maybe. So now what we got is we got 10 people working at the gathering post. The building installation is livable, which is good. And they will gather from all these 3. Mostly it's the gathering of the wood that we like, but the steel also important. And we got enough coal, and we should activate the generator. Go. Activated. And now we will get heat in this area as well. Food. Generator hums. Now food. There'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food. Build a cookhouse, yes. But also we need houses, to be honest. That's what I want first. I like the streets as well. Oh, what's this? Workers needed. There's so much to do. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. I don't want our children to work. I also don't want to put the child shelters up yet. Hope will rise, providing all children with a place in child's shelter gives permanent hope building. You'll have to build a child shelter. So we're not going to do either yet, because I don't feel comfortable. You will have seen, again, like, if you want to know the very, very basics of this game, I will talk about them. If you want to know, like, what I went through in the tutorial, like, the first hour of gameplay, where I talk about, like, exactly what I'm doing and how the game works and everything, there is the first look tutorial in gameplay. I'm still figuring out the game and everything, just FYI as well, guys. So, keep that in mind. Alright. So, we need more tents. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a second. 6. And then we need 7, 8. So. I don't think we'll quite get there, actually, before the end of the day. Maybe what I should have done is I should have put more people on wood for today. Possibly. Okay, so that horn marks the end. So 6 PM is free time, where they're free to do what they want, which basically means they build stuff in this bit here. I kind of get the feeling that the devs didn't plan on that originally. They were thinking, you know, like, oh, they can have free time to do whatever they want, but maybe not. And then, you know, they were like, well, it's kind of this game's kind of difficult already, and having to have people back here to build is a little bit tricky. So yeah, the free time, they come back and they build houses for a bit. And also, we have enough for another tent, so only 10 people will be homeless. So that's not amazing, but it is what it is. Ow. Freaking cracked my knuckle there. The other thing I do want to build is the hunter's hut. We can't build a hothouse, I don't think. So, yeah, I want to build a hunter's hut. But, you know, obviously, we're gonna have to give that a little bit of time, because we need more wood before we do that. Steel is alright. We have a steam core. I don't know exactly what we use steam cores. We didn't quite get that far yet. Okay. Pretty decent. So we have nothing we can do till the day. So we'll speed this up for now, and we'll get through the night where not much happens. Someone got ill. Yeah, there's you can see people here. Mostly kids. Wow, we sent the kids to. Okay. Yeah, mostly kids. Oh, interesting. They still, like, they're in houses and they still got sick. Which, well, they're comfortable. They shouldn't get ill. But apparently, okay, fine. So let's speed this up. And one of the cool things about this game, although it could be seen as annoying as I get to know the game, is as things get done. So, you know, they wake up, they have an hour free time here. One of the cool things is that, get a move on, chaps, there's still plenty of work to do. Thank you, James Johnson. We're doing fine, all things considered. Yeah, one of the cool things is that when you do your speed, like you change the speed, it goes back to normal speed when stuff happens, which I quite like. Number of sick is rising, we don't have enough materials to build a medical post. Perhaps a short burst of effort, so consider signing the emergency shift. No, it's not necessary. 'Tis nay necessary. We just need we just need a little bit more work, and we'll be good. So this pauses the game, which is a bit of a shame, but it's fine. Illness, you see sickness, medical post, care house, infirmary, day-night cycle, sleep time 12 AM to 6 AM, free time, work time, free time. Yeah. The other things we're going to need to do is we're going to need a hunter's post, which I think we can safely put like really far out, so it might be worth thinking about that. First thing we're going to need is we're going to need the we don't get further on the securing of food, and food is fairly important. We only have raw food right now. Another thing you'll notice is that these will start ticking up quite quickly. You don't need, like, these are representations. Like, consider it that way. So they'll walk up, and as soon as the work time starts, will start ticking up on the things that they're getting. So like this wood, they're not there yet, but the wood is ticking up. I think that's probably the best way to do it, and I appreciate them doing it that way. Okay, a couple of ill people, it's fine. No one's free, as you can see. No one's unemployed. 15 children are prohibited. I mean, they're not prohibited, but... Okay. Doing the coal. Coal is pretty good. We could maybe take... You know what? You know what we'll do is we'll take 15 off the coal and we'll put 15 on that wood over there. That will get us more wood, and it'll mean we can build more things quicker, which is actually going to be fairly important right now. Now, what we need to see is we need to see what we need next. Food is probably the next important one to have. So the hunter's hut, we could place it like here. It can be placed fairly far out, which is good. And then we can run it up to there. And then we want the cook house as well, which is going to take a bit more wood. 20 wood, goddamn. Yeah, this is like, we should be able to mostly keep ahead of the coal, just taking one coal place. We don't want to go too in on the coal right now. We want to focus on other things, like dealing with these sick people, getting the cookhouse up and running. Now, if we signed the child labor law where kids have to work, they can gather stuff and they can work in the cookhouse. So that does free people up quite decently. However, getting to where I've gotten, I think it's going to be better to not have the children working and have the hope up as best we can. Gotta sneeze. Pardon me. Ah, that was good. That wasn't like a really high pitch. Sometimes I sneeze very high pitched. So yeah, we want to try and keep discontent down and keep hope up. So that's why I'm going to be... Oh god, I got a whole load of wood while I wasn't paying attention. So cookhouse cannot fit there. Cookhouse can fit there. We will put it there because that's fairly close by and that's good. And then we want a medical post, which can't fit in their balls. Okay, so we'll put the medical house, like... Where do we want it? We can put it, like, there, actually. Although there are people... Okay. We'll put it there, and then we'll have a street going up this way, like so. There we go. And the next thing we would need to build, I would say, is probably the workshop. I don't know where it'll fit in, though. Like, maybe here. And we can build it. So, honestly, yeah, we build it. Paused that accidentally. So, yeah, we'll have all these things built. Because they're all fairly important. Did I build a medical place? Yeah, the medical place is there, okay. It's 2 tutorial summary, so we can go through that as and when needed. So yeah, wood is very important starting off. Steel, less important. As you can see, this this workshop is important to get because it lets you start researching things. For example, the hunters can bring back more food. Really good. Still get, yeah, the steel get here is pretty good. I might take them off. They're not on, oh, they're on this steel. There's not much steel left. Okay. We won't worry about that for now then. So once these guys come off the steel, what I'll probably do is I'll start putting them about the place. We need engineers as well, actually. Do we have engineers on, like, here? No, we have engineers somewhere. I don't know where they are. How's the heat on this? Okay, the heat on this is livable. The heat on this is comfortable. Which, you know, obviously is good. Now we've got free time. So let's speed up and get everything built that needs to get built. We'll keep an eye on everything. Is that built? Yes. Okay, so we'll add research, and I'm tempted to do the drawing boards, which is 50 wood, but it lets us do, like, generator power upgrade. This time I'm going to take a risk, right? We don't have any engineers available. Okay. We could go for the beacon. That would get us more things like wood. Oh, and it only costs 10. Yeah, okay, let's research the beacon, because I know in the future that's going to be important. We've got a medical post. Again, we need engineers for that. Five engineers for each of those things are needed. Once the hothouse is built, where is the hot? There it is. They're being built there. Technically speaking, I think I should have maybe put the medical post there, and then the hothouse back a bit, but I wasn't thinking. So we need food, right? So let's take 5 workers off. Let's take all the workers off there. It's almost done, but people from our convoy. With basic resources now secured, we can try and rescue those people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings, which we're already doing. We're building a beacon. Okay, so we've paused it because I want to put... Oh, yeah, right. Well, we can put 5 workers there. And we can put 5 engineers here. Then, where are the rest of our engineers? Are they working in here? No. Ah, we've got engineers here. Take the engineers off here and put them in here so they can... I don't want people getting sick yet. So I want to try and avoid that. So tomorrow, what will happen most likely is... I think there's one of these is going down tomorrow. Yeah, these wood crates will be going down tomorrow. And we'll move them onto here. So the regular workers will be working here. And we can take the engineers off as well and put them somewhere else if we want. So tomorrow, all of this food will be turned into food rations. And we'll need more food. Definitely. No discontent. That's very nice. Let's see how we do with that going onwards. Got a little bit of steel left there. The coal there is pretty much fine for now. So, as you can see, there's limited resources here. Basically, there you see the resources. That's the remains of the wood here. We've got the steel here, and then all of this around here is coal. So we've got a decent amount of coal left. And then after that, we've got a iron ore deposit there. We've got a coal deposit there. We've got, like, frozen trees, which you've got to eke out as you can. Search goal not set. Disagree. Pretty sure I said beacon. There we go. Let's get back in nice and close. Alright, so let's speed this up. Go through the night. And then it should, there we go, 5 AM it will come back to us. And we'll get people working everywhere. Let's just speed up a little bit more again. Okay, so we're about to get to work time. Doing final things considered. Food is a problem still. Wait, we can have 15 workers working at the... here? Really? Okay, cool. Hunters. So hunters, some buildings such as research. So you can see you can boost research by building several workshops. You've got the grouped in tiers, and you pay to unlock the tiers. Food and hunger. Number of hungry, starving people. Cookhouse prepares meals for people. Produces 2 food rations from 1 raw unit of food. Raw food is provided by hunters and hothouses, sometimes found by scouts. When there are no food rations to be had, people will start eating raw food, which we don't want, so we're going to turn them into just standard meals. So the food rations will be coming in. And we're just on the lookout for when this finishes getting done. There we go. Okay. So let's put 10 people. No. Well, yes. We want 15 people on here as hunters as well. So that's going to be something we'll have to do. Still going to get wood. That's good. What we want is we want this research done. Is there anything else we need to build? Workshop? Gathering post, research depot? No. Another hunter's hut wouldn't be terrible. Because we only get 15 raw food per day. And I don't know if that's full hunting or not. I think it's full hunting. However, you can see we don't have ill people anymore. Like, as a notification, we may still have ill people. No. Okay, yeah, we do have. So, an engineer is getting treated. Don't know what they're sick with. But it's like they're out for a day and then they'll be back. Or what's happening? Oh, yeah. Family torn apart. So a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges Utari. Yes, we will. Never fear. How are you hungry / starving? Go eat, dude. Go eat. Okay. So now that those are done, we could actually probably take this off. And we could just have them on general building, I guess. Yep, everybody's hungry. It's fine. I may get some discontent people, unfortunately. So what we could do is we could build, like... We could build like 3 more houses. Because right now, we don't have that much to do. And we do have some people sitting about not doing much. We have the hunters sitting about. Actually, having said that, yes, we have 5 spare people. We can also put them on hunters to get the most out of our... And then maybe we can like take the hunters off to put them on the food thing during the day, maybe. I don't know. That may be a little bit cheating. Or it may be problematic for people. We'll have to see. Also, incidentally, the temperature is going to drop 2 levels, so it's going to go to -40, which is freezing, and it's going to massively affect a lot of things for me, unfortunately. Coal pile depleted. Okay, we'll put them on this coal pile, because we already have tracks out over there, so God damn, this takes a while to research, doesn't it? Alright. So last time we had people like really getting sick when the cold snap came in. I don't know a way to fix that quite yet. I think we may just have to deal with sick people and maybe research. Well, research hunter's gear gets us 20 raw food per hunt, which isn't terrible. We do have the hothouse there, which I think is a way to get food. So probably the bunkhouse would be the thing to go for. 50... I mean, 50 wood. It depends when we go out scouting what we find. So... I'll have to keep an eye on that. What happened? Oh, it's end of shift, okay. So we didn't even actually finish the research today, which is a shame. However, the end of this shift is a good place to end the video. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to be going full bore on Frostpunk because it's a fun game, and I'll probably do a little bit of live streaming of it and stuff as well. So, yeah, as I was saying, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It always helps out a lot. Of course, I do really appreciate it. I've been told that I need to start talking about the bell, because apparently a lot of people aren't seeing my videos, which apparently is like a big thing on Twitter. I might do a video on it, and talk about that kind of thing, like just in general. So, but be aware of the whole, if you want to like get notifications of all of my videos and not miss out, apparently you have to like go to my channel, hit the bell, and ask to receive notifications. I thought that was what subscribing was about, but apparently it isn't. And yeah, aside from that, I'll see you in the next one.